Hi there, my name is Catalina Arenas, and this is my submission for part 4 of the Advocacy project, which is the Advocacy Reflection and Personal Analysis for Health 1518, Health Policy and Advocacy. I'm doing this kind of as a vlog style, so I will be doing kind of a Q&A and answering these questions to the best of my ability. I hope you enjoy my submission. I do see myself as an advocate. I've always seen myself as an advocate for many things beyond the scope of dental hygiene. I consider myself to be a very strongly opinionated and very strongly passionate person, especially surrounding my beliefs and my opinions. To be fair, I do try to back up my beliefs and my opinions with any educational resource that I can get my hands on to kind of further prove my point. This has been seen probably online the most because my generation kind of grew up with the internet like pretty quickly. I always have an opinion or a belief, especially something that I see online or something that I come across online. I've always been kind of that way, and I always seem to be an advocate for vulnerable people or for people who have had similar experiences to my own. So being a person that has always been an advocate, kind of being in the dental hygiene role was very easy for me to come into my own. In my clinical experience, I've seen various different walks of life, seen people from different socioeconomic backgrounds, different cities, different belief systems, upbringings, and different opinions. Getting down to this was really learning how to adjust my communication style and adjust it to make people understand what I'm saying to them. A really good example of this is using dental terminology in layman's terms for them to truly understand the education that I'm giving them for oral health prevention and promotion. Some examples of that is I'm always comparing them to myself. So for example, I have a 66-year-old client whose name I'm not allowed to bring up, but he grew up in the Niagara region his entire life. I grew up in Toronto my entire life. He comes from a super poor working family background where he had to drop out of high school. For me, I had the privilege of going to high school, learning the things that I learned, graduating high school, and going into post-secondary. Meanwhile, he's never had that experience. He comes from a working class family. I also come from a working class family, but in different cities. He comes from a different belief system than I do. The way that I had to communicate with him was not the way that I communicate with my teachers, my peers, my friends, my family. I had to personalize my communication with him so he could understand the material that I'm giving him, the education that I'm giving him. I wish I had the chance to change the accessibility to dental care. I know that in Canadian society today, the government is actively rolling out the Canada Dental Care Benefit, but I also do feel that not everyone applies or not everyone is able to access this type of care. One thing that I feel strongly for is senior care. I do believe that quality of life of seniors does dwindle when they do go to long-term care homes due to PSW burnout or not a lot of PSWs applying to jobs, but their scope of practice is so vast and so grand that they can't possibly go through full process of care from head to toe perfectly every time they care for a person. However, I do believe, not to be biased, that the mouth is essential to living in life. The mouth is a really important part of the body. I feel like seniors do deserve more access to care or more specialized oral health care because PSWs can't always do that. There should be some sort of business or position that hygienists can be part of to be part of a long-term care home team. For me, I could see myself taking part of the ODHA if I do stay in Ontario, or I'd be finding myself in whatever association or coalition of the province or state or place that I live in for dental hygienists in my future, in my career. What I hope to accomplish as a dental hygienist, as an advocate, is to do more community outreach, more volunteer hours, more of my time to the general public. that they were very open to understanding why oral health care was important. And with public health, it was important to outreach to those people, those communities that don't typically have the access, to give them the opportunity to access a provincially funded program to better their overall oral health care and wellness. At the time, with the PSWs, I was thinking they're not going to get it. With Niagara Region Public Health, we were mainly communicating with parents of a fluoride varnish to their child and also see what other possible oral health care implications they could be having at the earliest stages. So I was thinking that this was really beneficial for them. That's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I'll see you around.